We already discussed the types of lighting. Now, it's a good moment to talk about the light characteristics. It's important for you to understand how we can change the light to get different results. The first one, and the most basic, is intensity. It refers to the strength of light. It's the most easy to understand characteristic. Lower values mean that the light is less bright, while higher values will give you more intense and brighter light. The intensity of light affects the light in many ways. For example, we associate bright light with a cheerful or dramatic atmosphere, while dark light is more mysterious and melancholic. The position of the light relative to the object makes a huge difference. Obviously, if we position the light closer to the object, the image gets brighter, but also sharper. And the opposite. If you move the light further from the object, the lighting is darker and softer. The distance between the light and the subject affects the softness of a light source, so the further away from the object, the softer the light is. We can position lights with different angles relative to the subject. The direction of light can shape the object and space in different ways. If the light hits the object at some angle, for example 45 degrees, the shadows are visible and we can notice the image's depth. Object depth is also visible. We have very bright and very dark areas. If we position the light straight from the front, the subject looks relatively flat. This lighting makes the object lack details, as there are no shadows and depth created. When we light the subject from behind, the object appears dark and we can see only its silhouette. Same lighting with totally different results. Light can be soft or hard, and we can control it by the light size. The larger the light source relative to the subject, the softer the output. Soft light creates a smooth transition from light to dark. In photography, it typically is created with the use of a diffuser. However, in 3D software, there is no need to do this, as we can change the light's parameters, making it bigger and less intense. Hard light instead is harsh and directional and casts strong shadows and bright highlights. In nature, direct sunlight gives sharp shadows, although it is a huge source of light. It happens because of the enormous distance of the sun from the Earth, so the sun becomes relatively small. However, on an overcast day, the sunlight is diffused by the clouds, and the sky becomes a huge soft light source. Most light sources don't emit purely white color and have a specific color temperature expressed in kelvins. The lower the value, the more warm the light is. And the opposite. Higher values will make the light colder. Color temperature has a tremendous impact on the image and character of the space it presents. We can control the atmosphere of the place by light temperature, for example. We can make it cozier, more dramatic, add life to the scene, or introduce a mystery. The real art is to combine these various color temperatures to create phenomenal scenery in the image. The combination of the light is a challenging task, but if you understand the basics well, it will become way easier.